Hey everyone, it's Phoebe and Jackson Boo Boo. We hope that you're all safe and well. I do apologise for the delay in uploading this video. There were a couple of reasons I'll explain to you in a moment. But before I do, I just wanted to welcome Sue Leach to the channel. She kindly left us a message. Let's have a little look. Keep our dignity. Wow. And you say that the other people are decent? Goodness me. Did you see recently, Sue, that there were so many AD supporters cheering on that disgusting, despicable video that Captain Obvious uploaded? You didn't see any of us supporting that video, did you? But there were plenty of AD viewers cheering on and encouraging that revolting, disgusting video. So, Sue, if you think that they are decent people, well, I'm sorry, I disagree. But you did give me a really good idea. You know how Scott Reich has Dumb Criminal of the Week? I think I'm going to have special comment of the week here on my channel. I thought that would be quite fun. So I will be showing the odd comment here and there, and then we can all decide which is the best from AD supporters. Anyway, guys, the reason that there is a delay in this video is that my son was supposed to be getting married last weekend. Here's my outfit. Kind of like the hat, don't you? And I've been practicing making my bows. You can see there that these bows in my hair aren't real. I just put them on because I didn't have a bow in my hair. This is my first attempt at making a bow, but I'm trying to design a bespoke bow that I can wear to my son's wedding that has been rescheduled for next year. So I've been a little bit distracted with my bow making. And excuse me, also the reason for the delay is that I did upload this video once and I lost all the audio. It completely disappeared. And then I stupidly, accidentally deleted the video. Instead of uploading it, I deleted it. I pressed on the little dustbin icon instead. There you go, you can see it there. It's tiny, and on the bigger screen, this is my editing software, you can see the little dustbin, and I accidentally clicked on that instead of clicking into the video. So, oh dear, silly mistakes. I usually get like a cancel confirmation, but this time around, for some reason, it didn't appear on the screen. So I lost, you know, a half-an-hour video that I'd prepared and was ready to upload. So I do apologise. Now, AD has recently said that we edit his videos to make him look like the bad guy, the bad man. And I just wanted to reassure you that I definitely don't do that. I thought I'd share some photos with you of a recent walk that I went on with JBB while I waffle on. So what I do is I take out lots and lots of dead air, and when I was making this video I edited out 7 minutes of dead air. Let me just show you, hang on. So the clip I've been using today started off at 29 minutes 29 seconds, and by the time I'd edited all the dead air out, it was reduced down to 22:01. So that's almost 7 minutes of dead air. That's all I do. I do not edit it to make it look like AD has said something that he hasn't. And also, why would I? You could just easily go onto the video on his channel and see what the original was, and that he never said whatever I was supposedly making him say. So I promise you that is not what I do, guys. So today's video is all about his chloroform theory and the fact that Chris Watts had to disable or disarm his Vivint because he didn't want the system to pick up the smell, the scent, or detect chloroform in any way, shape or form. I totally disagree, and I will be able to prove 100% that that was not the reason that Chris Watts disabled his Vivint. Okay, I think AD has completely got mixed up with chloroform and carbon monoxide. So without further ado, let's get into it, as Linda would say. I really need my own catchphrase, don't I? We'll have to think of one. Oh, before I forget, I will be referring to the Discovery files, and I just wanted to show you there's a brilliant search system on the Discovery, and you can pop in any words and it will pick out any pages on the Discovery file or in the Discovery where that word is found. So as you can see here, no results were found for shadows, but I did find obviously results for Baumhover as well as results for Colorado. So if you see this in the video, that is what I'm referring to. And for those of you who don't have a Vivint system, I thought I'd show you a couple of photos so you can see what it looks like.
And you're allowed to have an opinion on me. You can debunk my theories all you want. That's fine. Do that. That's fine. Don't attack the person. You know, I developed the theory of chloroform. How many of you think that I was right about the chloroform first? You see the possibility of chloroform. The sediment in the toilet upstairs, the smell in the air of bleach, all the windows taken out downstairs, being in the fridge, all leads me down the chloroform route. Okay, so we're going to expand on that. I can't believe, I don't know how we do it. I don't know how these things come to us, but they have today again.
I don't know how these things come to you either, AD, but it's nothing to be proud of because you're very, very wrong. Or maybe just confused. Maybe you're just very, very confused. These next couple of clips may be a bit longer than they needed to be, but I didn't want to edit anything out just to show that I'm not deliberately making AD sound like he's saying something that he isn't.
But you do know that how he sets things up, Christopher Watts. Oh, Nate, somebody tried to break in my truck. Can I just look at your CCTV? That was him, a way of finding where the camera was placed. Okay, so he did that. Then week before he goes, something wrong with Vivint. He spends an hour on the phone to Vivint. You know why that is? Because he wants to control Vivint. In a minute, I'm going to tell you why he wants to control Vivint. All these are pre-planning. We've got another one tonight that no one's ever thought of. I don't even know how we found it. It's absolutely brilliant. Sherlock Holmes, nothing on us. So I'll tell you my story. I guess everybody's here now. Remember the dog handler? I know the dog wasn't very good, but she made a few comments. The dog handler and the police referred to the smell of cleaning products in the home. Referred to the smell of cleaning products. Referred to the smell of cleaning products.
Okay, AD, let's just have a little look at that, shall we?
There is sediment in the bottom of the toilet in the locked bathroom. I explained to you how bleach and nail varnish makes chloroform.
AD, how many times do I have to say that as a responsible creator, you have to get these things right? We can't have people at home mixing up bleach and nail varnish trying to make chloroform. Goodness me, I know that's a bit way out there, but some people may try it and it's dangerous.
Bleach and nail varnish makes chloroform. And what it smells of in the air is bleach.
No, AD. I took this from a scientific article. Chloroform is sweet smelling, like ether-like odour. And I checked out the ether odour just to be on the safe side. And ether has a slightly sweet smelling smell as well. And it's mildly pungent. So it doesn't smell like bleach.
Both the police and the dog handler smell bleach. Chloroform in the refrigerator is so dangerous if it gets into the aircon. So dangerous that Vivint take care of it. Vivint take care of it. Vivint take care of it. When carbon monoxide is present in your home, get your family and pets to safety. Carbon monoxide, and clear the air is priority one. Chloroform is dangerous. Chloroform is in the refrigerator. If your refrigerator leaks and it's chloroform, it could kill you. A connected Vivint system will alert you to the threat and get you to safety. The alarm will go off really loud and it will alert you to the danger. I don't know how do I do these things? I don't know how do I do these things?
I don't know how you do these things either, AD, but you're wrong, very, very wrong. Potentially, you are confused. You're confusing carbon monoxide with chloroform just to fit your narrative.
I don't know how do I do these things? How do we get... It's just like, oh God, that fits, that fits, that fits, that fits.
That fits what? That fits your narrative, AD. That's all it is. You're squeezing it in so it all fits your narrative.
You see why they want me quiet? Do you see why they want me quiet? Nothing to do with me talking about the Watts case or not. It's the fact that I'm on them. I'm all over them. I'm all over them. I'm not just making this up. It's like I just showed you on there. It's the actual, their words, Vivint's words, not me. Not conspiracy from me. Their words, Vivint's words, their words, Vivint's words, Vivint's words, their words, Vivint's words. 24/7 support from your smart home. Professional security monitoring that comes with Vivint Home gives you all round the clock emergency support. If ever you need to evacuate your home because of a carbon monoxide emergency, smart home monitoring will contact you and take care of your family and pets. It's so dangerous. Carbon monoxide, chloroform is so dangerous. That's how dangerous it is. Chloroform is so dangerous. Carbon monoxide, chloroform is so dangerous. Carbon monoxide. Is that a coincidence? And my investigations into chloroform suddenly went slam bang into this Vivint thing today. This is in the discovery files and the interviews. Why did the police collect that and put it in the discovery files? Were they on the same track as me before the clock stopped?
I'm not sure what he's talking about here, because as you can see, Vivint appeared once on page 592, once within the whole of the discovery files. The surveillance system is called Vivint. That's all it says.
That information I just told you about the Vivint is in the discovery files. Come on.
What information about the Vivint, AD? I've looked back, because obviously I haven't included every clip in this video. It would be 2 hours long. But I've looked back and you don't discuss Vivint. You talk about the aircon being broken. You talk about the blinds being off of the window and laid in a pile down in the basement. You talk about smells. There's one reference to Vivint in the discovery files, AD.
CO is carbon monoxide, not chloroform. Yeah. CO is carbon monoxide, not chloroform. Yeah, that's true. But it's similar. If it would detect a leak from your fridge, it would detect chloroform. No doubt about it. If it would detect a leak from your fridge, it would detect chloroform. No doubt about it. Would detect chloroform. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. We've looked into it. Detects things everywhere. Would detect chloroform. I'm just telling you stuff. You can do what you want with it. I'm just telling you stuff. Would detect chloroform. No doubt about it. We've looked into it.
Okay, so here comes the debunk, because I don't know where you looked, AD, but I decided to contact Vivint myself, as did one of my very, very good friends. I won't name her, but I want to thank her for her help. She called Vivint and they confirmed everything to her verbally as they did to me in an email. Here's their response. Thank you for contacting Vivint Smart Home. Our smoke detectors have a photoelectric sensor that will detect smoke and drastic temperature changes, which is how it triples as a smoke, heat and freeze sensor. Our carbon monoxide detectors detect any carbon monoxide leaks, even in low concentrations that may be hazardous over time. They will not detect any other chemical or fume. If you have any questions about your equipment, they will not detect any other chemical or fume. So I thought there might be a little bit of room for ambiguity there, because they were mostly talking about the smoke detectors, weren't they, and not the actual home security system. So I wrote to them again just to clarify, and here's the response that I got. Thank you for once again contacting Vivint Smart Home. Currently, we do not have any detectors or sensors that would alert our customers of the presence of acetone, bleach or chloroform. If you have any questions about your system and its features, please refer to our website. And then, they've signed off, thank you, customer support, Vivint, etc. We do not currently have any detectors or any sensors that would alert customers to the presence of acetone, bleach or chloroform. Basically, I wrote to them and said, do you have any equipment whatsoever that will detect acetone, bleach or chloroform? And they came back and said no. And I think that is very, very conclusive proof that Vivint does not pick up the scent, the smell or the presence in any way of chloroform.
Okay, now chloroform. Okay, for you people that want to take notes about chloroform, why it's not the same. Chloroform is a chemical compound, yeah?
So let's remember that the basis of his theory is that Vivint will pick up the smell of chloroform, which is why Chris Watts had to disable the Vivint system. Okay, I believe he is getting mixed up between chloroform and carbon monoxide. That is what Vivint detects, carbon monoxide. If you listen to this next clip, AD reads out that chloroform is sweet smelling and carbon monoxide is odorless, and he is getting confused. Vivint does pick up carbon monoxide. That's the whole point of their detectors.
Chloroform is a chemical compound, yeah? It is colourless, sweet-smelling, dense liquid. It is colourless, sweet-smelling. Now, the PTFE is also a procurer to various refrigerants. You will find it in your common fridge. A refrigerator has chloroform in the gas. The odourless, colourless and tasteless, which makes it very difficult to detect. The odourless, colourless, appliances such as space heaters, gas stoves, furnaces, heaters, and refrigerators can all emit CO if poorly ventilated. A gas leak can also be a major cause of carbon monoxide emissions, so they all flow into one. This Vivint picks up the gas from your fridge. There's chloroform in the glass from your fridge. Not making it up. There it is. Actual information. Was this plan to kill everybody with a leak? I don't know. I'm just putting it out there.
Well, if you're going to put it out there, AD, you need to have your facts straight. Now, I don't want to lose sight of this debunk, and the debunk is that Vivint will not detect chloroform in your home. So if any of you have a Vivint system, I'm sure you're already aware of this, but please don't believe that Vivint will pick up and detect any sign of chloroform. It will only pick up carbon monoxide. Now, there is a part 2 to this debunk, because AD said that it was maybe possible that Chris Watts intended to pipe the chloroform through the ventilation system of the home. So let's just move on a little bit, but please let's lose sight that Vivint will not pick up chloroform.
Were they not supposed to wake up? No. The most common symptoms of CO poisoning are headaches, dizziness and weakness, upset stomach, vomiting, chest pains and confusion. You can't breathe and you're likely to pass out or kill you. All the windows downstairs were removed. All the blinds and all the windows, and where I know the people were, don't ask me how I know. I know that 4 people were in the cellar. They were protecting themselves by taking the windows out.
Protecting themselves from what, AD? Because you've just read out the symptoms of carbon monoxide poisoning. Nothing to do with chloroform.
What is refrigerant poisoning? Refrigerant emit common chemical known as furon. This is odorless and tasteless. When it's deeply inhaled, the chemical can easily cut off your body's oxygen supplies.
Okay, so now is when we get into his theory of Chris Watts piping chloroform through the ventilation system of the house.
Now here comes the shocker. Chris Watts. Did they test the pipes? Did they find anything in the pipes around the house? What was he pushing around the pipes in the house, folk? Why was he concerned about the pipes? You all scratch your head. Why is he asking about the pipes all the time? He's not. He's worried what's in the frigging pipes.
Now, I only recall Chris Watts mentioning the pipes once in the Wisconsin February interview 2019. So I checked through Discovery just to make sure that he didn't speak about it in an interview or anywhere else that I've missed. And pipe or pipes is mentioned twice in the Discovery. So unless somebody can put me straight, and please do, if Chris Watts has mentioned it other than the one time in the Wisconsin interview, then please let me know. I'm going to play a little clip of that interview now. For obvious reasons, I want to play as little of this clip as I need to, but basically it's just after lunch. Detective Baumhover has spoken to Ronnie Watts during the lunch break, and Ronnie has mentioned something about Dave Colon going round to the Watts house to pick up some belongings or something, and Chris Watts then starts the conversation by saying, oh yeah, he, meaning Dave Colon, lives just round the corner from me, or somewhere like that. That's where we'll pick it up, guys.
He just lives like around the corner from me, so
right.
That'd be good.
Yeah. So he just, a lot of times when anybody goes over there, they usually call just so I can give everybody a heads up. That way, have an issue with neighbors calling and say somebody's getting into the house.
Okay.
So that's how we do that.
Okay. Has anybody been like checking on the house, making sure like pipes haven't broken and all that kind of stuff?
Water's off.
Okay, good.
I do know that.
I was worried about like sprinkling all that stuff. I usually blow them out and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
I figured
Yeah,
I didn't know if anybody was actually going through it or watching it or anything.
the water's been off for a while. I do know that. The power's still on there. So.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So, fortunately, unfortunately, I don't know how you want to look at it, but we need to get a tiny bit more into the weeds and into the...
Now I'll let that clip run on a little bit longer, either side, just to show you that I haven't clipped out a section of Chris Watts speaking that just makes him sound like he's saying something that he isn't. So Detective Baumhover actually raised the subject of the house, the home, and Chris just asked about the pipes. And then Agent Coda ended up by sort of moving the conversation along. So I just wanted to show you that I hadn't just plucked a clip of Chris Watts speaking out of thin air.
Why was he concerned about the pipes? You all scratch your head. Why is he asking about the pipes all the time? Why is he asking about the pipes all the time?
As I've just shown you, he's not asking about the pipes all the time. He mentions it once when Detective Baumhover brings up the subject of the house, and then they move on. He actually says that he's more concerned about the sprinklers than the pipes. And the pipes are only mentioned twice in the Discovery, and it's got nothing to do with Chris Watts being concerned about the pipes in his house. Okay, so to continue.
Chloroform in the refrigerator is so dangerous if it gets into the aircon. So dangerous that Vivint take care of it.
I think I've proved my point, but Currently, we do not have any detectors or sensors that would alert our customers to the presence of acetone, bleach or chloroform. Debunked, Armchair Detective, well and truly debunked.
From the Discovery Files. 6:06. Shannon asked Matt Johnson if he was still coming to stop by to her home and fix the air conditioning. He says he hoped to coordinate with Chris Watts. Did he coordinate with Chris Watts? And then he exchanged messages with Chris Watts over the expected repair. I don't believe the repair was ever done. He went out Friday night, didn't he? Chris Watts, 4:56. Watts Google searches for paracutin. Does anyone know what P-A-R? Write this down. P-A-R-I-C-U-T-I-N means. Write this down. Write this down. Write this down. Can someone look that up for me? Paracutin. P-A-R-I-C-U-T-I-N. What does that mean? Study group. It's a volcano, I know, but has that word got another meaning? We know there was a photograph of 4 chicken breasts on the grill, don't we? Who takes a photo of the temperature setting on a friggin' fridge?
Well, I actually have a theory about that. Shanann used to often ask Chris to send her photos, random pictures of things. I do believe that when she got suspicious, she used to ask him to send her photos to prove that he was at home. So for all we know, and this is pure speculation on my part, she may have asked him to take a photo of the thermometer in her fridge because she may have been concerned about the hot weather and the food in the fridge and, you know, the temperature of the food for giving it to the babies, giving it to the girls, to make sure that they weren't being given chicken that was maybe off because of the temperature, the high heat in the Colorado summer. Yes, it may be random, but I feel that it is just as plausible.
It's a volcano, I know, but has that word got another meaning? Does the name of that volcano mean something else? We know that Dieter was very quiet, don't we? Did it affect poor Dieter? I'm not saying anything. I'm just telling you the facts. I'm just telling you the facts, the facts, the facts, the facts.
But AD, your facts are wrong. Vivint does not pick up chloroform. It does not pick up acetone. There's no mention of bleach in the Discovery Files. The house smelled of cleaning chemicals. Chris was worried about the sprinklers. He just asked whether anyone had checked whether the pipes were broken, and he only mentioned it once. I think the only fact that you've got right is the fact that paracutin is a volcano.
You kept on about the pipes. What was in the pipes? What was he so worried they're going to find in the pipes? He's not worried about the pipes. He's worrying what they're going to find in the frigging pipes. But the police never bothered. They never made it a crime scene. 2 hours after Shanann was found, they give the crime scene up. They should have checked the pipes. They should have checked what that sediment was in the toilet. Right or wrong? They should have checked where all the windows were taken out. Yes? They didn't do any of the investigations I'm doing now. And I'm supposed to be useless. What does that make them? The Vivint had to be off if he was using the pipes. Carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, oxygen. I'm investigating the case far beyond anybody else. And I don't even know why. I don't get paid for it. All I get is shit for it. But I won't give up. I will continue to investigate the case because I can. Until they stop me, I can. Vivint would have picked up any smells. Vivint would have picked up any smells and set the alarm off. I don't know if it's in the pipes. I'm just asking, I'm saying, why is he asking about the pipes? I don't know any more than you about the pipes. But he mentioned them too much.
No, he mentioned them once, AD, unless, of course, anyone can put me straight. And again, please do. I may be wrong.
When he mentions things, it's for a reason, right? You understand that much? When he mentions things, it's for a reason. He's doing something with the pipes and the bucket. I don't know what. Were you aware that the aircon was broken down? You know now it was broken down. And on the weekend of the murder, Shanann's, one of her last efforts was to try to get this fixed.
So again, AD, I'm confused. If the aircon was broken, what is the issue? Because Chris Watts couldn't have pumped any smell or any chemical through the pipes of the air conditioning. So what pipes is it that you're actually referring to? If the aircon was broken, nothing could have been filtered through the air conditioning, could it? So there's no concern, no issue. Or are you saying that that was his plan, but his plan was debunked, if you like, because the aircon was broken? I don't think that would be the case.
Was the aircon working? If so, why were all the fans on? I'm just giving you information. You must decide what to do with it. I hope you're writing it down. I would like you to come up with some ideas, you know.
Well, I didn't need to write it down, AD. I do have a brain, but these are my ideas, although I like to think of them as facts.
So we have the fridge temperature taken. We have the smell of bleach everywhere in the house, even though he didn't need to bleach anything. There's no blood. We have the smell of bleach everywhere in the house. We have all the windows taken out downstairs. Why would that be in an evening? Why? Why would they open all the windows downstairs in the cellar where they were if it wasn't for a smell in the air? You have the Vivint system that picks up smells deactivated. You have the sediment in the toilet. You have various police officers saying they can smell bleach. You have the refrigerator where if he did make chloroform, you need to put it in the fridge. I'm hoping that Ali, Nice Hair, can come on because she did a lot of this investigation. Are you going to come on, Ali, and talk to us about it?
I would really, really like to speak to Nice Hair Ali to find out where she got all this information from.
Why was it so important for Chris to disarm the Vivint?
Well, I can assure you it is nothing to do with chloroform. Vivint only picks up carbon monoxide. Nothing more, nothing less, guys.
Sorry, I'm just texting now. Get some information. Yeah, that I don't know why he's taking a picture of that volcano. I was hoping the word persecution meant something, but it's just a volcano. All I know about a volcano is an eruption. It's a clue for an eruption. It's a clue for an eruption. So what do you think? Couldn't record what he's doing. No, correct. Couldn't record what he's doing. That's correct. That's correct. That's correct.
Yes, one of his supporters in chat said it. The system couldn't monitor his whereabouts, his movements, doors opening, doors closing, things like that. That is potentially why he disarmed the system. Nothing more, nothing less, nothing about chloroform, but he still goes on and on about it.
What's he worried about the pipes for?
Okay, let's just take another very, very quick listen to what Chris says. He's more worried about the sprinklers.
Has anybody been like checking on the house, making sure like pipes haven't broken and all that kind of stuff?
Water's off.
Okay, good.
I do know that.
I was worried about like sprinkling all that stuff. Everything just. I was worried about like sprinkling all that stuff. Everything just.
Now, just to be clear, I am not defending Chris Watts in any way here. I'm just debunking Armchair Detective.
Why is there a smell of bleach all over the house? It's a brain fuck, isn't it? It really is. This case. Where's Ali? She's going to come on. She can fill us in a bit. Nice hair. Oh, nice hair, Ali. I was asking you to come on. Would you mind? Okay. I've invited you, Ali. Would like to know what you've discovered, because I like to give credit where credit's due. Well, Ali's saying no, is she? Oh. I don't know what's the matter with these people. They give me help, and then when I need help from them, they won't come on and talk to me.
I wonder why that is, AD. I would be very, very interested to speak to Ali Nice Hair. Maybe she'll come up on my panel one day. Maybe not. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave you with one little clip. But meanwhile, thank you very, very much for sharing your time with me. I love you lots, and I shall speak to you again very, very soon. From Jackson Boo Boo and I, Phoebe Boo Boo. Bye-bye.
I'm annoyed we can't get all my women in one place, damn it.